Welcome to God Power Live with Naima, where the original woman comes to connect with her likeness and refine her emotions so she can end the inner war, end the isolation, end the self destruction, end the waiting, so she can come out of hiding and lead her message and command big attention and move her people. Do what she came here for. This is God Power Live with Naima. I am here every weekday at 12 p.m. Pacific, broadcasting here on Facebook and here on TikTok. If you ever want to see the replay, because I'm here every weekday at 12 p.m. Pacific, and it's unlikely you will be here every weekday at 12 p.m. Pacific, you can click the link in my bio here on TikTok, and there's YouTube. All the replays are also uploaded onto YouTube. So today's topic is you cannot command big attention online consistently and move your people as a messenger, as a leader, when you don't trust that you are held. So I'd like to connect this today to what level of trust was instilled in us as children, which happens through the way our mothers loved or didn't love us, the way we watched our mothers live or not live, the way we came to understand life, the real essence of life. So if you're new here, my name is Naima. I'm a power mentor. I've been online, I've been on the internet for 12 years, helping women around the world, thousands and thousands of women. I built a 7-figure company in under 4 years after struggling for quite a while. I'm OG around here, okay? So I have been in deep, private, front seat to watch women heal sexual trauma, to know what's really going on in the pussies and the hearts and the souls of women around the world of all socioeconomic classes, regardless of what they look like, what they sound like, their education levels, if they appear successful or appear small and insignificant. Yeah, so my focus is the original woman, often called the Black woman, who has a vast intelligent system that is foreign to her lived experience. I repeat, my research, my experience, my focus, the reason why I'm here now is for the original woman who has a vast, intelligent system that is foreign to her lived experience, which means she walks around every day just living her normal life entirely disconnected from who she actually is. And the reason why it's so easy for her to remain disconnected is because we live in a world that is riddled, coded, so this is always high level, coded with lies, misinformation that makes it very easy to lull her and humanity into a zombie-like state, a redundant type state, to hypnotize you into a rhythm of sameness, a rhythm of fear, living the same day every day. Inertia kicks in and then you're 45 and bored. How did I get here? I don't like my life. There's so much more to me. How do I break out? Yeah, because the reality that we live in is coded, invisible to us. And then what we see, the symbols, meaning what life looks like. Well, this is how life goes. This is what family looks like. This is what success looks like. The symbols of that programs people for how to be, which makes it very easy for me and the original woman to ignore this intelligence system and instead focus on that and to duplicate what we see going on out here. So as she starts to age, and she started off in a home where her mother lived a small life. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it. Her mother lived a small life. Did your mother live a small life? How did you watch your mother live? Was your mother a risk taker? Did she adore you? Thank you for all those hearts. Did you feel safe with your mother? Was she expressive and bold? Did she live life to the fullest? Did you watch her and think, wow, life is spectacular. Look at my mom. If she can do it, I can do it. Did you watch your mom take exquisite care of herself? Somebody said, absolutely not. Did you watch your mom be true and honest? Did your mom assure you that you were well taken care of, that life is yours for the taking, that you can go out there and live? Did your mother ensure you of that? Did you feel entirely safe at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 19, 24 years old? Did you? Because if you didn't, that largely explains that now you at 35, 45, 55, you don't trust life. You don't trust that you're going to be held no matter what happens. You don't trust that you can risk. I mean, where'd you get that from? What do you mean trust? Girl, it's hot out here. You better, motherfuckers is shady, girl. This a cold life, girl. Girl, you better protect yourself, girl. Somebody said, no, I didn't feel safe. Let me do this so I can see people's name. Zariah. Hello, Zariah. Groovy Alchemist says, constantly feeling like I wanted more for her than she wanted for herself. There you go. So how that can look in everyday life is you constantly go to care for people and totally expect for them to have more, totally comfortable with them having more, but never allowing yourself to have more. I dealt with a client like this who was such a good cheerleader for others. Yes, girl, what do you mean? You can do it, girl. You are confident. You are beautiful. You are brave. You can do it. She was that for other people, but for herself, no, I can't. There's a whole different tape playing. I give her as much grace as I can now, experiencing being a mother and having a different level up. Very good. Understand. Very good. Groovy said, but she definitely is holding a lot back. Are you referring to your mom? Welcome in, Letitia. Welcome in, The Rich Voice. And so when you're ready as a messenger, and again, I'm talking to messengers. This is not for average people, which most people, many of the people who come here are just average, struggling Black women. This is not for you. I just want to be clear about that. This is for messengers. You're financially successful. I repeat, you're already financially successful. You've done a lot of the things that money can buy. Because I know one of the things that we have done, I have been guilty of this, is ascent is beautiful, right? When you've struggled and you've found your way, like ascent is gorgeous. To go from how I was feast or famine, financially struggling, and really I'm done with this shit, and then ascending is gorgeous. So let's give that presence and appreciation. And when in the back of your mind there's a part of you that doesn't feel safe to bring forward your true intrinsic power, that vast intelligence that I said the original woman has, it's really exceptional, okay? It's unlike what almost all of us have ever seen. Men haven't seen it, women haven't seen it. It's so foreign, and it is literally the bounty. When we talk about what the earth is and the riches of the earth and the infinite bounty, and that's what is intrinsic in us. We don't have to work for it. It's not something you go study under a master to get. You don't go get a reading from an oracle. You don't go to a tarot card reader. You don't go sit with a shaman and talk to the ancestors to do it. You don't go over to Bali and meditate in the rice fields to get it. You don't earn it and work for it. It is who you are intrinsically. And because it is so intrinsic, it is so the flesh of you, the being of you, it is so easy to ignore because we're so programmed to work for it. You better earn your keep, bitch. Do you deserve? But do you deserve? What make you think you deserve that? You better go get to work. Now, what happens is because we are here on earth where there is a transaction of things, and now this is just the normality of things, and because one of the many topics is we were unloved, and so much of our work and our adult love is learning how to mother and become self-loving. There is a work there, okay? So, and coming back to now, when you are a true messenger, what do I mean when I say a true messenger as the original woman? I mean, you get sick. Literally, you get sick. Your body gets sick. Your hair starts falling out, etc. And you become highly self-destructive and depressed when you don't do what you came to the earth to do. This is what really starts to separate average, everyday Black women from the original woman with a message. We all have value. We're all wonderful. We're all fabulous, yes. And when we start doing what you guys may have heard, separating the wheat from the chaff, and there's many degrees of separating the wheat from the chaff, but within this context, it's separating everyday Black women who are very satisfied with an everyday normal life. Give them a husband, bills paid, children, they are pleased. The original woman with a message, she can have all of that and still be displeased and depressed. That was me. We have a message to bring forth for the collective. Like one woman who I spoke with last week, she is looking to spread virally the same way you guys know Brene Brown. She has a message to bring forth. This is a woman who is married, who is going through a divorce. She's written books. She's done the variety of things. And now she's ready to really bring forth that vast intelligence system that is housed in the original woman. The material things of the world, all the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton, that's nice. Yes, it's fun. It's little trinkets, little accessories, but it never, ever is satisfying when it comes to her doing what she came to earth to do. This is what I mean when I say a messenger. The original woman who has something to bring forth. When you come from a home where the first 15 years of your life, you felt unsafe, you felt unseen, you felt not valued. You were taught through observation and through what your mother told you that life is not safe, that people won't be there for you. You can't depend on people. You cannot trust yourself. Women are inferior, etc. That then becomes locked into your belief system and your identity. Then when you fast forward into 45 years old and you're ready to come out as a messenger and you need to get it out, because if you don't, you're going to kill yourself. Your hair is falling out. You are going mad. This is a very different woman than basic Black girls who just want a husband and some Louis Vuitton and somebody to pay the bills, and I need a purpose in my life, and who am I, and I'm just so depressed, and all the whiny typicals you see on TikTok. The ones who are like, I need help. Basic. We're separating this, distilling the difference And this is not something you can fake. You can't fake this. When you were literally looking for a way to kill yourself once upon a time, it's in your energy. When you are a true messenger, it's in your energy. You can't fake this. You can't be like, well, I know I have something important to do in this world, and I'm a child of God, and the ancestors told me, well, go do it then. Go do it. Go. Because when it's in you like that, the hands carry you forth. The hands bring you in. The hands hold you. So, again, separating the wheat from the chaff. Separation. Okay? So when you're now 45 and you truly have a message that is really coming from your vast intelligent system, it really is, and you don't feel safe in the world, you've never been held, I mean truly held, where you know that whether you get attacked, whether shit goes completely awry, whether your husband comes and serves you divorce papers out of the blue, whether you get some unexpected withdrawal from your account from the IRS, something completely comes and knocks the fuck out of your throat, your womb, and your pussy out of left field, that you still know you are safe and held, and that if that did happen, that must be in your interest. When you don't trust at that level, it ain't no way in the world you're going to, and even if you do, go viral, and you're unwilling to become primal, to come home to your primal, feminine, forbidden power. I don't mean this little, I just want to be confident in myself. I just want to be confident. I just want to lose 10 pounds, because I'm a mom now, and I've lost myself in my motherhood, and I just want to know who I am again, and I want to feel sexy, and I want to, no. All that is fine, but separation. We are, so many things that are putting language to it. The first thing, we are the marginalized ones on purpose. We are the black holes. We are such an exquisite, bitch, this is it until I die. This is it until I die. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Anything. And when you are unwilling to really submit yourself to anything, the worst of the worst of the worst, because you don't actually trust life, you don't really trust life. You don't trust that you are held. This is why we need to be in community with our likeness. This is why you need to come and have the visceral, physical experience of being in Atlanta. I was speaking with a doctor on Friday, and I told her, and I could hear it, she said it, we talked about it. This woman is ready to rock the fucking boat. This woman has already written books. She hosts retreats in Egypt regularly. I mean, this woman, and still, this is what I mean, see, and this is why I've held this pole for so long. So long. I've held this pole because I know. See, when you really trust life, you can move from your knowing even when nobody else is responding, even when people disagree, people challenge you, shit goes awry, you put money into things where it doesn't seem to be working, like this is not paying me back. When you're truly operating from your vast intelligent system, that automatically elevates you to another dimension. You can take blows in life. You can take everything. Most of you niggas can't take. Lose all your money, bitch, and you out. Lose all your money. You out. See? And you have to be tried at all of these levels. This is how all the invisible hands know who to put in position. See? Because if we know all we got to do is hit her with a big ass bill, she out. All we got to do is hit her with divorce papers and she crumbles. All we got to do is hit her with some real put a gun to that bitch neck. Hmm? Hmm? Kill that hoe. See? The rest of these separate the wheat from the chaff, bitch. It's different degrees of separation. You want to do you want to stay here? Get in line. If you don't give a fuck, keep talking shit or remove yourself. See, when you really have a message, see, and this is why, we be looking so good on the internet. We be looking so good. We be having so much money. We be having real estate portfolios. We be traveling all over the world and be sick as fuck. When you don't trust life, which I want to put some compassion on this because I understand, I really do. I've questioned myself so many times about how did all this, my first 25 years of my life, like how could all those things go that way to set me up like this for today? What do I mean? In case I am incomplete, you're not going to let yourself bring forward your vast intelligence if you don't trust life. If you don't trust your true intrinsic knowledge that comes through you, that when you really start connecting to the unseen world, the knowledge that you get as a woman, men don't have, that's a whole other conversation about men could never, no matter how much they do their whatever they do, their meditation, they will never. Thank you for the compliment, Jariatu. Hey, Mashika. See, no matter, you won't let yourself go out into the world and test foreign terrain, foreign terrain, foreign terrain. You're going to stay in your comfort zone. You're going to take little baby steps and you're never going to get far. You're going to engage in projects that you think you can achieve. You're never going to engage in something that you don't know. I don't know how this is going to work out, but I got to do this or else I will not be able to live with myself. I've questioned so much about, and it was also easy for me to take for granted things because it just was my reality. My mother loved me. My mother loved me. My mom is deeply, highly creative. She used to write poetry when I was a little girl. And she would have me read my poetry in front of adults. And the adults would praise. So it's like my mother was living through me in a way. And the adults would give money and there was like praise and all this. My mother could see that I had a voice and I had a presence when I was a little girl. Thank you for sharing the live stream, Mashika. And my mother loved me so much. She cared for me. Like I remember it literally and I remember it viscerally and I remember it in spirit. And I felt so protected and safe and loved as a little girl. And it wasn't until really Iris is the one that helped me bring it home, right? Because when something is normal to you, you don't even realize how wonderful it is because it's just normal to you. You don't, it's sort of like you appreciate money after you haven't had it. So you have those polarities. When you've always been loved, it's like you don't even know what it's like to be unloved. You just love because it's just normal. It's been your reality. And so when I would find myself just being me, really wanting to shower my clients abundantly, and I would, and And I didn't understand. I didn't, you know? And, or me doing things that to me was very natural. Like, I'm very affectionate, like physically. Hi, Fatima. I'm naturally very affectionate. I have to put forth effort not to touch people. Like, that's an effort for me to not touch people. When I'm in my true, pure state, I'm very affectionate. I love kissing. I love hugging. I love being close. I love locking arms. Like, that's how I am naturally. And so, my business, this is what I'm doing. This is more than business to me. This is love. This is one way that I love. And so, listen, my heart will give you everything. And it's important for me to put forth effort because there's reasons. I won't go into it now. But over the years, I've had to learn how to strategically love because so many people were not loved by their mothers. It blew my mind when I really got this. So many men and women were not loved by their mothers. I mean, truly, truly. And the way that translates into them trusting life, because the mother is life. Symbolically, the mother represents life. If you cannot trust your mother, it's difficult to trust life. I repeat, if you had a poor relationship with your mother, that means your ability to trust life oftentimes is handicapped. So it's time for you to come out as a messenger and command big attention online and have thousands and thousands and thousands of people looking at you, buying from you, trusting you, following you, sharing your message, being on your team, you being in a community where you are loved and supported and you can let that in. It's very difficult for you to do that because you don't trust life. Because the relationship with your mother was fractured. So you struggle with trusting the fullness of life. Being in community is a life-giving experience, but you don't trust life. Receiving love and attention and affection and my touch on you and my is you not trusting life. So I'm gonna wrap up now. I didn't bring my charger in here today because I was like, we're gonna work with what we got. How do you fix that is you make your way to Atlanta. First of all, if you're not financially successful or accomplished in a way that you know is accomplished, if you're not ready to command thousands and thousands and thousands of eyeballs on you with a message, you shouldn't be here anyway. But Atlanta is for you. We're gathering in Atlanta March 16th, 17th, and 23rd. The link is in my bio. This is for the original woman who has a message. You are sick if you don't bring your message forward. We will be fixing this in Atlanta, at least on the way to it. And it's not a fixing thing, it's a transformational thing. You are not to be fixed, you are to be transformed. You are not to be fixed, you are going to be transformed. And we will begin transforming you in Atlanta. March 16th, 17th, and 23rd. You need to be ready to be all in. If you are not the original woman, you are not a messenger, this is not for you. If you are not ready to command big attention online, this is not for you. If you are not prepared to do the work to embody your primal, feminine, repressed power, this is not for you. Please read the details and make sure you choose wisely. Do not waste your time or mine. This is my heart, my life, my soul. Don't fuck around. I look forward to returning with you. Get your tickets today. We're meeting in about 5 weeks. If you have any questions, feel welcome to DM me. I look forward to seeing you all here tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific. I'm here every weekday. If you'd ever like to see replays, go to the link in my bio and you can click YouTube. Lots of love. Bye.